Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to get straight into it. I'm starting with eyes first. I'm going in with one of the new Smashbox. Actually, I don't know if they're like really new, but it's the first time I've ever tried it. It's one of the Smashbox eyeshadow primers, and it's just the white one. And then I'm just going over that with some Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder just to set that all in place. Then I'm taking the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm taking the bright orange, and I'm using that as a transition color just on a large fluffy brush, and I'm just using windscreen wiper motions in my crease. Then I'm taking the red and also putting that in the same spots. Then I'm taking this really pretty purpley color, and I'm just mainly focusing that on the outer corners of the eyes. And then I decided just to put it over the whole lid as well, and blending it in with the orangey reddy tones in the crease. So then to cut half the crease, I'm just taking some Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This one's just in the shade Light, just on a concealer brush, and just carving out my crease. Then I'm taking the Makeup Geek Firefly pigment, and I'm just placing that directly over the top, and I'm just leaving a little line in between the concealer and the pigment just so I can put the like the glitter. You'll see it later though. Then I'm just taking a little bit more of the purpley color and kind of intensifying that outer corner just because we lost some color in the blending process. Then I'm just taking some Duo Lash Glue and just putting that along the line that we just created some room for. And then I'm taking just some craft glitter. This is probably from like Crazy Clarks or Stacks. So yeah, it's not like completely eye safe, but I've worn this on my eyes plenty of times and I've never had a problem. Then for liner, I'm just going in with one of the Limecrime ones. I can't remember what the name of it's called, but I'll make sure I'll leave it in the description box down below. And I'm just creating a wing. Then I'm just taking a makeup wipe and just cleaning up the edges just from the fallout. Then for mascara, I'm just taking the new Balm Cosmetics one. I can't remember what the name of it's called, but it's just in a blue tube and I really like it so far. And then for lashes, I'm just taking these ones by Lash Warrior. I'll leave the name down below because I forgot what style it's in, and just popping them on. Now onto face, I'm taking this Makeup Forever primer. I've never used it before. I think it's supposed to like color correct your face. It went really purple and I was like freaking out. And then I went to go blend it and it was all good. Then I'm taking the new Marc Jacobs Illuminator and just placing that on the high points of my face. So cheekbones, cupid's bow, and then down the bridge and center of my nose, just for something different. And because I wanted a really full coverage look today, I went with the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation in the shade 46 and just blending it in with a Morphe brush. Then for concealer, I'm taking the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard and just placing that underneath my eyes and then going ahead to putting it on the center of my face, so cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose and a bit on my chin, and then blending it out. Then taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, I'm just taking the Banana shade and just using that and pressing it in to my under eyes to set the concealer. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm just taking the Australis Fresh and Flawless Face Powder in the shade Medium Tan on a large fluffy brush. Then going in with one of my favorite bronzers at the moment. It's a Marc Jacobs one. I'll leave the name listed down below because I can't remember from the top of my head. But I'm also using the brush that it came with. It's super huge and it just like gets the right spots for bronzing. I really, really like it. So yeah, I'm just placing that on my cheeks, around my forehead as well. Then taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit and just using that to further contour my cheeks just with an angled brush. And then cleaning up that contour, I'm just using some Face of Australia translucent powder just on an angled beauty blender. This one's a Real Techniques one. And yeah, just creating a line directly underneath. Then taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills Peachy Blush Trio. Whoa, that was a tongue twister. And just placing that on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm taking the new Huda Beauty Summer Palette. And oh my god, it's so pretty. I'm obsessed with the formula of these. So I'm just placing a goldy color just on the tops of my cheekbones. And then I go ahead and try the purple because I really wanted to see what it looked like on. So I'm just taking that and I'm just putting that over the top. It wasn't as intense as I thought it would be, but it still gives a really nice like iridescent, like purpley sort of color, which I loved. So now finishing off the eyes, I'm just taking this Aqua and I'm just really pressing that into my lower lash line just with a really narrow brush, and then going ahead in with a bigger brush just to smoke it out a little bit more. And then because I couldn't find a pink eyeliner, I just used a pink lip liner. This one's just an Urban Decay one. It worked perfectly fine. So I'm just placing that into my waterline. Then I'm taking this Australis Metallics eyeshadow. It's like a cream eyeshadow that I've been obsessed with in my inner corners. So I'm just placing that just with a lip brush onto my inner corners. Obsessed with how intense it looks. Love it. And then I'm just placing some mascara on my bottom lashes as well. So then to add the glitter tears, all I used was the Duo Lash Glue, and I just used that on a little pencil. No, this is a lip brush actually. and I just placed that underneath my eyes first, and then all I did was just packed on the glitter. This glitter that I use specifically I got from Spotlight recently, so I got some blue, some pink, and some gold, and I just put them all together, and I think it looked really, really cool. For lips, I just used a lip liner by Urban Decay. I can't remember what the colour was called, but I'll leave it listed down below as always. And I'm just lining my lips first. And the lip colour I used was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dolce Liquid Lipstick. And yeah, just filling in my lips with this. Then taking one of the new Huda Beauty Lip Strobe lip glosses, I'm just putting that over top. These glosses are so metallic and intense. I love them. I probably wouldn't be gay enough to wear them like on an everyday basis, but because it's like a festival inspired look, I thought it would go really well. And then I don't know why I did this, but I just added some extra like glitter onto the middle of my lip because everyone seems to be doing it this festival season, but I kind of wish I didn't because it went everywhere, especially when I started talking. And then I just sprayed my face with a bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and that is the look done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'm sorry I couldn't get this up before Splendor, but I guess you guys can use this for anything, any upcoming festivals. So yeah, I thought I would still upload it for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.